And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today I'm taking a look at a small game from Wasel called Buccaneer Bones. This is a dice rolling ship sailing game. Okay, the ship sailing is actually just a minor thing. It's mostly a dice rolling game. It's kind of like Yahtzee, well, not necessarily, but it's in that style. It's a little lighter than Yahtzee perhaps, but whatever. Let's get to the game and then we'll be back. So each player has their own little sheet. This is all you have. These little backlight ship pieces that you'll put here. There's 6 tracks of 3, and each track is numbered 1 through 6. The ones have skulls on them, so that's a cool little dice thing. So you'll take one of these, and on your turn, you get to roll these 4 dice. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get pairs or triples, and you get 1 free reroll. So I say, okay, I'll keep these 2 3s and roll again. Alright, so I only got 1 pair of 3s. So what that lets me do is it lets me move the 3 ship down 1. So on my next turn, I do it again. Oh, I got a pair of 2s. Try the same thing. So now I move the 2s down. And my next turn, wow, it's a pretty terrible roll all around. So I'll just re-roll them all. Got a pair of 6s. So this isn't very exciting to watch, but eventually, hopefully, yeah, come on. Alright, so now I move the 3 ship down. So what that means is, once I'm on the island, a couple things. First of all, it gives me a special ability. So this one lets me get another reroll. So the next time I go, I roll this and say, okay, well, none of that's really useful, so I'll re-roll it all again. Still not useful, I'll do another roll. Wow, that was pretty pathetic. I didn't get anything. Now, if you don't get anything, you get to do a couple options. You have a little dude like this. I can put that dude on any one of these bottom spots and take that special ability for next time I go. A one-time thing. If someone else has a treasure, I can put this guy on that treasure, and next turn I get to, if I roll a triple, I can knock him off and steal, I can steal that treasure. Or if someone has put something on mine to steal one of my treasures, I can knock him off and protect it, be a defender. Now, so you see the special abilities here. So if I have all the ships down, the special abilities, I could, if let's say all 6 ships were down, I would have 2 extra rerolls. These plus or minuses allow me to add or subtract 1 from one of the dice, or if I have both of them, I can add or subtract 1 from 2 dice, or from 1. I could change this 4 to a 2, for example. The ones in the end are great because they give you extra dice. So let's say they were all at the bottom. I'm going to do really well because I get to roll 6 dice. I just got 3 5s, so I'll re-roll the other 3 because I have extra rolls. I'll re-roll these ones, and there's a 3, and I'll subtract this 1. So it's got 2 triples. Now, when you get a triple, and that number is already at the bottom, you push it back to the top, and you get a treasure. Push it back to the top, and get a treasure. And that's how you get treasures. The first person to get 3 treasures will end the game, but everyone else gets 1 last turn. If there's a tie, whoever has 3 treasures wins, but if there's a tie, then you see how far your ships are down and whoever has the most wins. Although it is possible for someone to get 4 treasures on 1 turn, in which case they would win. Alright, well there you have it. Now, Buccaneer Bones is not for me, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. I didn't dislike playing it. It's just super light. It's a game that plays so easily, so calmly. I get in, if you play with me, I'll get into despair like, oh, come on. I always go for the extra dice first because I think rolling more dice is cool. If I can roll 5 or 6 dice, I'm happier. And in fact, I will deliberately not get treasures with my extra dice so that I can keep my extra dice. There actually is strategy in here. Which ships are you going to move down? Obviously, that's also based on your lucky rolling. But which ships will you move down? And then when you move them down, will you try to roll triple that number to get the treasure, or will you try to keep that ship there to use its special power? The little dudes that you have, to be able to use them to steal treasures, you can take that out if that bothers you. The rules mention, like, some people don't like the whole stealing aspect, but being able to use a special power in your next turn is nice to be able to, maybe roll an extra die next turn, or to be able to change one of the pips on the dice up or down by 1. So it's cool. It's very high quality. It's a small package. It's a game that anybody could play, anyone could teach. We're talking maybe a 10-minute game here, probably. That's going to be good for the whole family. This is a game that actually could be sold in a mass market store. So I want to be clear what you're getting here. This isn't some massive brain burn, but I didn't dislike it either. It's not the kind of game I wouldn't play much, but it would be certainly the kind of game that I drop into a Christmas stocking.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the doors!
There.